Hey, sorry. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic Wednesday. This training is normally on Thursday, but we're gonna do it Wednesday because my Thursday is getting a little bit crazier all the time, as I'm sure everybody is, and I hope you all have fun plans for the New Year's Eve. Alright, so how to snack healthy in the New Year's. This is very timely, especially with New Year's Eve celebrations coming up. That's part of why I decided to do it today. So the biggest thing you can do when you're trying to snack healthy is to follow those same guidelines from last week with the whole foods. Go back, watch last week's video. I'm not going to rehash it. So, snacking is important for young ones, adults. I love to snack as well. And that's the biggest place where it's easy to reach for the box of crackers, the summer sausage, the whatever, the cheese stick. Something quick, easy, ready to go, right? So here are some quick tips on what to avoid, what to look for, and some of our family favorites in our house. You want to avoid stuff with preservatives. So, summer sausage. That usually shows up at a party someplace. It is absolutely delicious, right? But probably not the healthiest snack. It is full of preservatives, usually high in nitrates. A lot of them have MSG in them. Unless you can actually look at the label, it's probably best to just avoid it, honestly. There are a few crackers. Triscuits are pretty low as far as processing and ingredients. Off the beaten path is another one I've found. It's still processed, but it's not as high on the process. Those are the one off the beaten path because we can't do gluten in our house. Is one that I will often grab like as a treat. It's not something in our everyday list, but it's for the occasional treat. We'll go for those. Other things to avoid: sugar. We've talked about this one a lot, but sugar just wrecks our immune system and fights our body more than anything. So avoid those. Read your labels, like with any food. If it comes from a snack bag that is just ready to made, like those fruit gummies, probably not healthy. Oh, you also want to avoid dyes. So that's another thing that shows up in a lot of kids' food because we want the pretty colors, right? Well, those pretty colors mean they put synthetic dyes into it that our body has problems getting rid of. Okay? Just looking through my notes, making sure I've got everything. Like I said, this is going to be really quick. If you're unfamiliar with anything, look it up. Like, I still do this every now and then. Like, I'll find something, I'm like, I don't know what that is. Guys, our phones are amazing, and we have the great ability to be able to look things up on the fly, on our phone. You don't have to write it down, wait till you get home to a computer. You can just look it up right there. It's awesome, and I use it a lot. And if you find that you have something in your house, even, that you don't necessarily want in your house anymore because you've looked at the ingredients, decided they're not really all that healthy, you don't want those in your house, take a marker, put an X to the box. That way you know when those are gone, it's a visual. Don't buy that again. Find something better. So what can you have, right? I've told you what you can't have. A lot of the easy go-to things are out the door. What we do typically is our snacks are usually our fruits and our vegetables. You want to keep your foods as close to nature as possible and as unprocessed. Like I said, fruits are huge in our house. In the summertime, they're easy. I usually have some kind of fruit on hand all year round anyway. You can dehydrate fruit. If you find like a case for sale, I know the FFA or local school groups usually or 4-H groups even, are selling cases of fruit usually around Christmas time. You can buy a case. If you're not going to go through them, dehydrate it. And then you can eat it later. Vegetables, carrots. Carrot sticks are wonderful. Peas. Just frozen peas straight out of the freezer. My kids will eat like an entire bag of them. It's insane. Those are the ones we do typically in the wintertime. And really any other like fresh fruits, vegetables. Nuts are another big one. You have to be careful with ages that you give those nuts to, because they can be a choking hazard, but they're another easy one that's a quick grab and go. Excuse me. In the summertime, it is a lot easier, honestly, to snack with the whole food diet, honestly, because fresh fruits and vegetables are everywhere. They're easy to get. In the summertime around here, a lot of times we're outside, so the kids get hungry, they just go to the garden, and they get cucumber, peas, whatever they feel like eating, they just go pick it and eat it. A lot of the fruit and sometimes the vegetables I will actually take and dehydrate for the winter. So a lot of our apples, a lot of our pears, I'll just dehydrate those and we'll snack on those throughout the winter. I don't add anything to them, honestly. I don't need to. They're usually high enough in sugar you don't need to, because they taste good anyway. Bananas are another one that are very easy to do. They're very easy and cheap and usually readily available as well. So there's a link, it'll be in the blog below this, that will have the recipe to the banana chips. You can also buy dehydrated fruits. Again, you have to be very careful. I've accidentally gotten some when I thought I was getting one thing, and I came and they were like, candied, sugar covered fruit. Not what I was expecting. So, check the labels. Again, you can buy them on Amazon too. There's actually, I'll put links in the blog for you, so it's easy, quick to go. Apples, peaches are really good ones. Pineapple, my kids love pineapple. Mango, that's another really good one that is kind of more of a treat for us because it's harder to get usually. But pineapple, mango tend to be our treats, and apples, peaches, bananas tend to be more year-round go-throughs. So that is what I have. Oh, as far as fresh fruits in our house, bananas. Kids love bananas. Carrots, peas, apples. They'll usually sit down and just eat an apple. Grapes are usually pretty easy. Again, with younger kids, make sure you cut them for them so they don't choke. And oranges. Even he's 18 months now, has gotten to where he loves the oranges. So you'll find that kids tend to go through swings. They'll love something and then they won't touch it. And then they'll love it and then they won't touch it. So I tend to try and have a variety on hand because I can't predict when they're going to want it and when they're not. So yeah, right now we're loving oranges in our house. So that's all I got for you today, and we'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.